You don't need a glow up. You need a wake up. You're not unattractive. You're just underrated because school has lied to you. They told you that to be attractive, you need a six-pack or designer fits or a perfect jawline. But real attraction is not about looks. It's about energy. The guys who actually get noticed in school aren't always the best looking. They're the ones who walk different, talk different, carry themselves different. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Not by changing your face, not by spending money, but by upgrading the signals you send every time you walk into a classroom. Let's go. Point 1. Make your entrance count. Most guys think attraction starts when you open your mouth. Wrong. It starts before you say a single word. It starts the second you walk into the room, because your entrance sends a message. And most guys, they're sending the wrong one. Head down, shoulders slouched, fidgeting with their phone, rushing like they're late to everything. You're telling the world, I don't want to be noticed. And guess what? They'll listen. Now imagine this instead. You walk into the classroom, slow, steady pace, shoulders back, phone away, eyes scanning the room like you own your space. You're not cocky. You're just grounded. People feel that. That's presence, and it's 10 times more attractive than anything you wear. Here's how to make every entrance magnetic. Mindset. You're not entering a room, you're bringing energy into it. Posture. Straighten up. Keep your chin level. Walk with intent, not speed. Lose the phone. Looking down at your screen screams insecurity. Be present. Eye awareness. You don't have to stare people down, but don't avoid eyes either. Be comfortable looking around. When you walk in like you belong, people believe it. Point 2. Be unforgettable without being loud. You don't need to be the loudest guy in the room to be noticed. In fact, the loudest guy is often the most forgettable. The one cracking jokes every second, talking over people, trying way too hard to be liked. That's noise. Real attraction? It's quiet. It's felt, not forced. You want to know who stands out? The guy who speaks less, but when he does, it lands. The guy who listens with full attention. The guy who smiles with intention, not desperation. That guy becomes unforgettable. Here's how to be him. Speak with precision. Don't talk just to talk. When you do speak, be clear, calm, and confident. People lean in when there's weight behind your words. Master listening. Actually care. Ask follow-up questions. Say their name when you respond. That makes people feel seen, and people remember how you made them feel. Control your energy. You don't need to hype yourself up. You need to calm yourself down. True confidence isn't about forcing a vibe. It's about owning your stillness. Let me tell you something that school won't. You don't need to chase attention. You need to magnetize it. And being chill, observant, and intentional in a world full of noise, that's magnetic. Point 3. Create your attractive identity. Style plus signature. Listen, if you dress like every other dude, act like every other dude, and smell like Axe body spray from 2011, you will be treated like every other dude. Attraction isn't just about what's on the outside. It's about how you present yourself as a full package. The way you dress, the way you smell, the way your presence announces itself before you even speak. This is what I call your attractive identity. Your style is a statement. It's not about trends. It's not about money. It's about sending a message. I know who I am and I show up like it. You can rock a $20 hoodie, but if it fits right, is clean and layered well, you'll still outshine the dude in designer who doesn't even own an iron. Need help building that? Check out our fashion starter guide video, where I show you the exact pieces to wear in school to look 10 times better without blowing cash. And yes, if you want a full-on style guide, let me know in the comments. We'll drop it. Your scent is your silent signature. People remember scent more than looks. Think about that. You want people to recognize you with their eyes closed? That's what a good fragrance does. And no, it doesn't have to cost $300. We've already made 2 solid videos to help you. The Smell Good Guide, complete breakdown of how to build scent layers that last. Best fragrances for students. Affordable, long-lasting, and straight-up attractive picks. Watch those if you haven't. Master your scent, and people will remember you for the right reasons. When you align your style and your scent with your identity, you become unmistakable. Not just another guy, but that guy. Point 4. Show up with controlled confidence, not cringe overcompensation. Let's get real. Most guys mess this up badly. They either go full ghost mode, head down, hoodie up, silent all day, or they overcompensate with loud jokes, fake flexing, and forced energy. Neither one is attractive. Want to know what actually pulls people in? Calm, controlled confidence. That's what makes people stop and wonder, who is that? Here's the formula. Confidence isn't noise, it's intention. It's walking into a room and not needing validation, not forcing anything, not rushing to speak. You let the silence work for you. You speak less, but with weight. You move slower, but with purpose. You're aware, but not reactive. Body language equals instant impact, and here's where 90% of guys fail. You might dress well, smell good, talk smooth, but if your body screams insecurity, you lose. That's why we dropped a full video. How to stop being ignored and command respect. Go watch it. In that video, we break down how to use posture to own the space. Make eye contact that builds attraction instead of tension. Use slow, controlled gestures to look composed and grounded. Mastering nonverbal confidence is like upgrading your character in real life. And once you unlock this, you don't need to say much. People feel your presence. You're not a clown, you're not a shadow, you're unshakable. That's what confidence really is. Point 5. Charisma. The X factor that makes people obsessed. Charisma is the final boss. It's not just about how you look, it's about how you make people feel. You ever meet someone who isn't the best looking, but everyone still wants to be around them? They light up the room. They know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it with impact. That's charisma. And guess what? You can learn it. The 3 rules of charisma. Be emotionally present. Don't be in your head planning what to say. Actually listen. React. Be there. People crave real human connection. Use storytelling and humor. Don't just talk, captivate. Share funny observations. Tell short, powerful stories. We showed you exactly how in 5 signs you're more attractive than you think. If you haven't watched that, you're missing levels. Radiate positivity and strength. You don't need to be loud, just optimistic. Be the guy who brings energy, not drama. You'll stand out automatically in a high school full of drained negative dudes. The truth? Charisma equals confidence plus social awareness plus energy. If you've watched How to Be That Guy in School, you already know. We gave you the playbook to own every hallway, every classroom, every room. Charisma is the skill that makes people remember you, long after you've walked away. Conclusion. You're closer than you think. You don't need to be famous. You don't need to be 6'2". You don't need money. If you apply what we just dropped, you become magnetic. You become respected. You become that guy. It's not about fake alpha energy. It's about mastery of self, of presence, of interaction. And everything we've taught you in this video is just a fraction of what we've broken down already. Go binge these next 5 signs you're more attractive than you think. How to be that guy in school. How to stop being ignored and command respect. These aren't clickbait. They're the full blueprint. If you've made it this far, smash the like button, comment "I'm him" so we know you're locked in, and subscribe because every video on this channel is built to level you up. You're not average, so stop acting like it. We'll see you in the next one.